Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really appreciative of you guys. Thank you. So today we are going to have another makeup and mess, and it will be about Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato and their friendship, or the lack thereof now. But before I start, I just wanted to ask, does this lighting look okay? I'm trying to use the natural lighting in my window, and I finally got some stuff up so I can have an actual background. So please let me know if it looks good or not. I know my hair looks crazy, but I'm gonna tease the heck out of my hair anyways after this. I'll be doing a spooky little possessed witch for Halloween. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a possessed witch look today, so a Halloween look, so I am hoping that you guys like it. If you see my eyes going up, it's because my window goes directly out towards the neighbors, and they're walking back and forth. I'm going to try to keep my face directly here though. So let's start. So Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato both were born 28 years ago. Selena Gomez was born a Cancer and was born in Texas. Demi Lovato was born under a Leo sun, and she was born in New Mexico. Oh, I got this like stuck for a second. Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, which I'm just gonna call them Selena and Demi now because my tongue just wants to keep running on Lovato. So I want to say like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. So, Selena and Demi both met when they were 7 years old. They were auditioning for Barney at the exact same time, and they both got it. And they started sharing crayons. Selena Gomez then starred in Wizards of Waverly Place starting in 2007. While that show ran, because that show ran from 2007 to 2012, she was in movies like Ramona and Beezus, Another Cinderella Story, and Princess Protection Program. She came out with some music as well, with albums such as Kiss and Tell, A Year Without Rain, and When the Sun Goes Down. She did song collabs with The Scene, with songs like Naturally and Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Those are the ones that I personally liked the most, was Naturally and Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Which I think I know Tell Me Something I Don't Know was part of a promo for Another Cinderella Story. I'm not sure if Naturally was, or if that was just a song they did together. But I did really like that song too. That song I actually listened to frequently. When I was younger, I actually I didn't take too much of an interest in celebrities, like learning about them, about who they are and what are they about and stuff like that. I only took interest like that into two people, and they were both Disney people, and those people were Selena Gomez and Raven-Symoné. And I've forgotten most of the information about Raven-Symoné because I was so much younger then when I was looking at her. But for Selena Gomez, I was already like 15, 16, so I retained it a little bit better. After Disney, though, when Wizards of Waverly Place had finished, she wanted to get away from and I'm still talking about Selena Gomez right now, she wanted to get away from the whole kitty look. So she was in movies such as Spring Breakers, Getaway, and Behaving Badly. She came out with 3 more albums, the latest being Rare. And she also has a makeup line now as well, which is also called Rare. That is also getting really great reviews. Like, I heard of people comparing it to Fenty, which is really cool because I believe that Fenty is a really good product line as well. Demi Lovato actually got her Disney start doing Camp Rock. Then she had Sunny with a Chance, and then it was back to Camp Rock 2. She only had 1 album during that time that she put out. Right after Disney, she was well, not right after, there was a little bit of time between that, but she was also a judge on the X Factor. And then she was also in Glee for a couple episodes as well. Since then, she's come out with a couple albums such as Confident, Tell Me You Love Me, and Demi, which I have a lot of those albums on repeat. I absolutely love Demi Lovato's voice. I think it's so powerful. I think it's so moving. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And she's just amazing. I follow her more now, but yeah, but I absolutely love Demi Lovato. I absolutely love it, Demi Lovato. So the reason why I'm making this video and the thing that gave me inspiration to do it was that I was listening to this podcast, and it's called the Sad Boys Podcast, and everybody should go watch it. I love it. I love watching it. And Mac Does It was on there. Also another great creator. I love him as well. And they were talking about Disney, or they were talking about celebrities more. And Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, their vlog channel came up. And that hit a great big like nerve of nostalgia in my mind, because I used to look at those YouTube vlogs all the time when I was in high school. I realized that me being a Disney kid and still watching Disney Channel as a teenager is kind of like weird or whatever, but I absolutely loved Disney Channel growing up. I was like, I don't know about like Disney as a whole, but I loved Disney Channel, and that was something I always used to watch. And like, I used to remember the schedule of when certain shows came out. That's how much of a Disney Channel fan I was. So then I started thinking, I wonder if those vlogs are still up. So I went back and I looked, and sure enough, they are. It's so weird seeing them like that, because they're 14 in those vlogs. And I just remember coming home, and I think that was during the time that I would be looking up like Selena Gomez, and then I found out she had a vlog channel, and I was like, oh my gosh. What was really cute on it though was that in their first video, Selena says, yeah, so we're gonna start doing this podcast every week, and we're gonna try to do this. And it was so cute. And I was like, oh my god, they had a podcast? No way. So then I went and looked, and I was like, Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato podcast. And it wasn't on there. But the next video, they went on and they were like, hi guys, welcome to our podcast. I've seen before that people in like 2006, 7, 8, that there wasn't really a word for like what your YouTube channel was. There wasn't channel. Channel wasn't in there. I've seen one person say in their first YouTube channel, they were like, oh hey, welcome to my station, like a TV station. During Camp Rock 2, Demi Lovato had physically assaulted one of the ensemble dancers in Camp Rock. And if you don't know what ensemble means, it just means like background dancer in Camp Rock. After a year of being out of the first rehab, she went back into rehab. This time it was for substance abuse. In 2008, Selena Gomez had met Taylor Swift. They were both dating Jonas Brothers at the time. And then they just automatically clicked. Yeah, Taylor was starting to become Selena's confidant. Somebody she could talk to about, like boys and stuff like that. In October of 2009, Selena Gomez said in an interview, if I ever have an issue, Taylor has gone through it because she's older than me, and she gives me the most thought out answers. In 2010, Demi Lovato was in London signing, I think just giving autographs and doing like a meet and greet. And one fan went up to her and asked, hey, how's Selena? Which Demi replied and said, ask Taylor. Which I thought it was funny, because it was kind of petty, because that was going to get back to Selena. There was no way that wasn't going to get back to Selena. So this was big because nobody had known that the two were not cool. Because in 2009, Selena Gomez had an interview with People magazine. And she told People magazine, we just enjoy being around each other all the time. And our favorite thing to do is just spend time at each other's houses and just hang out. Which, I mean, that's such a cute answer. Because that's what I would say about my friends too. I was like, I don't know, the thing I like to do with them is like go hang out. Maybe go dancing, I don't know. But mostly just like hang out. Now, remember at this time, they're both 18. Demi Lovato's first trip to rehab was when she was 18. And it comes out later, but, you know, and it comes out later, but Selena just wasn't mentally ready to help out a friend like that. Like with rehab and stuff, you know? So now we're fast forwarding to 2013. And they're both tweeting out that they love each other's music. They're really supporting each other. And then Demi revealed in an interview that Selena Gomez had called Demi after she got out of her first rehab. And that Selena Gomez was crying and saying how worried she was about Demi. And then in 2014, Selena Gomez had addressed about her friend going to rehab and having to deal with it. And she basically just said about how it was just confusing for her. She was, like I said, 18 and never really had to deal with something like that, I guess. Which I get, but then at the same time, it seemed like learning about like what's happened on like Disney sets and stuff, it almost seems like that wasn't the first time that like substance and stuff has been brought up. So, but who knows, maybe Selena was just always like, no, I'm not doing that, and like, bye, I'm gonna go over here while you guys do whatever you guys want over there, but I'm not gonna be a part of it, you know, which is fair. So that same year in 2014, news broke that Demi Lovato had unfollowed Selena Gomez on Twitter. I also believe that this situation has shaped how we view friendships now. Like, now if you're gonna unfollow somebody, you might as well just say like, oh, well, I just don't want to be your friend. Which I feel like some people have definitely used. When somebody unfollows you on Instagram, it's always like kind of a big deal. I feel like with me and my close friends, it wouldn't be a big deal because we all know like, oh, what's happening? We'd all just be like, what's happening? What's going on? You know? But if it's somebody that like I was already beefing with, then I think it'd be a little different. So Demi Lovato was already scheduled to be on Watch What Happens Live, which, if you don't know what that is, it's on Bravo, and it's Andy Cohen, and he is like executive producer of all the Housewives, and he has his own little talk show after the, I say little, and he has his own talk show after all the episodes have aired of that day. So like it'll be like the Real Housewives of let's see, usually it's like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then it's Vanderpump Rules, and then it's the show, and then it's Watch What Happens Live, which is live. So that's when they ask people like all kinds of uncomfortable questions. And he asked her, so why did you unfollow Selena Gomez? And she says, you know, it's just a thing of like, of people just growing apart, you know. We just ended up growing apart. Which is fair. I've had friends who I don't talk to anymore from when I was 17. So now we're going into 2015. The two seem to be mending their friendships. They were supporting each other online again. And just saying how much they loved each other's music. So Selena, during that year, went on a couple interviews, just like you do. And she was asked about how her and Demi Lovato were. And Selena just said, you know, we've been friends for so many years, we're practically family. Also understandable. They reconnected in 2017 at the InStyler Awards. And this was the first time they were photographed there. And this was the first time they were photographed together since like 2013, 2014. So at this point, it had been a couple years since they were even seen together. That same year of 2017, Selena Gomez had done a complete social media dump of people she followed. And so she unfollowed a lot of people, and that included Demi Lovato. So then people started wondering again what's happening with them. So in 2018 wasn't a good year for either of them. In 2018, Demi Lovato had an apparent overdose in her Hollywood Hills house, and she was rushed to the hospital. In October of 2018, Selena Gomez also had to be taken to the hospital. She was there for an apparent freak out or emotional breakdown when she found out that her blood cell count level was low. That her white blood cell count was low. During this time, they both were dealing with a lot of mental health issues, and they were both very outspoken about them. I don't like how the media phrase things with them, such as saying things like she was having a mental breakdown, or she was having an emotional breakdown. Like, the things that they were having breakdowns about was totally valid. Like, they were both going through a lot of physical and mental complications. They were going through a lot. And so for the media to just be like, oh, they're just going through an emotional breakdown, they're just going through this. I remember thinking to myself, like, why would they be going through that? They're rich. Like, what? You know? But I didn't know everything that was going on. And it's a lot of it's very mentally and physically draining what they were both going through. And it actually makes me mad about what the media said about them, because if they really wanted to help, like the media, reporters, whoever, if they really wanted to help, they could have. Because they know what's happening at all times. So if somebody's really having a lot of really big mental breakdowns, maybe don't record it and put it out there, but money. And I also remember a lot of people coming out being like, I don't have sympathy for Demi Lovato. She should have known. She's been through rehab before. Yeah, she had some mental health problems. And she apparently felt like she couldn't get through it without something else. One of my neighbors just totally looked at me, and I have all these crazy crack things on my face. Oh my gosh. Throughout the years, Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez have always kind of unfollowed and then followed each other. It really just depends on the day, it seems. They also seem to get a compliment in here and there about each other's music or whatever the other person has going on in their lives. So in January of 2020, Selena Gomez had tweeted out her love for Demi Lovato's song Anyone, which made me cry the first time I heard it. And then Demi Lovato did a interview in April of 2020 clarifying that her and Selena Gomez were not friends. Please don't judge me right now. This is the first time I've actually tried to do like an intricate Halloween look. I've done a clown, and then I did the Queen of Hearts, and those are like the last 2 years that I've done it, but I've never done something this intricate like this, so please bear with me on this. Oh, and I want to clarify, so Demi said that they are no longer friends, but that she will always love Selena, but that they're just not friends. So, to me, that's just saying like, oh, we're family, but you know, we just don't really hang out together. So in July of 2020, Demi Lovato announced that she was engaged. And that she was engaged to a person named Max. And a lot of people are saying different ways to say the name. I'm going to say it's Eric. Max Eric. It's EHRICH. Yes, I got it. Okay, cool. So, that he had, proposed to Demi Lovato. Apparently it was kind of going around that they were together. I didn't really know at the moment, but, I guess it was kind of going around that they were together. I guess he was on live, and then she came into his stream type thing, but he, like, also pointed the camera at her when she was like, no. So, I'm not really sure if he, like, wanted the clout or not. That's what a lot of people are saying. So, Max Eric is best known for his role in Days of Our Lives. So he's more of a daytime soap opera Emmy Awards person. I saw somebody be like, yeah, but he won an Emmy, and other people were like, that was a daytime Emmy. Literally, if you go on Max Eric's IDB page, it literally says that his celebrity crush is Selena Gomez. And allegedly, there are these old, like, tweets, and I think it was Friendster, something like that. These old posts about how he loved Selena Gomez, and, even comparing the two, saying that Demi was not as attractive as Selena Gomez, which is just not true. And how he was, like, professing his love for Selena on there, but he was also professing his love to Demi at the same time. Like, it was really weird. And then he was also saying stuff about Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus, but it seemed like he hyper-focused on Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. And then, of course, because they're friends, if something like that happens, everybody's going to report on it, or that they were friends. People are going to report on it and be like, oh my gosh, this happened. What if he's with her because he's trying to get closer to Selena? Which, if that was the case, because they're not together anymore, so I don't really know what happened between them two themselves. But, if that is the case, that was like the completely wrong way to get to her, because they're not friends. So, but he might not have known that. I don't know how long exactly they were together. I think it was anywhere from like 4 to 6 months. There wasn't anything that was specifically saying how long they were together, because they kept it such a secret. It wasn't that great. My headband's coming off. I'm just gonna take it off. So it wasn't really like super known that they were even dating or anything. Like I said, if that was something to like get Selena Gomez to notice him, that's like the completely wrong way. And as of now, like, you don't see him on her Instagram, and it's reported that she is single now, that they are not together anymore. So when news broke about how Demi Lovato's now fiance, well, at this time fiance, had these tweets and stuff, she went on her Instagram story and said that they're completely false, that they're completely fake, and that the people reporting on it should be reporting on other things that are happening in the world right now. Which, agreed. But I understand why people were reporting on it. They were friends, and now all of a sudden, the one who's saying, oh no, we're not friends, is dating somebody that was completely in love with Selena. So, as of right now, that's kind of where we're left off with them. We don't really know what's going on, if they're like friends or not. I mean, Demi straight up said, no, we're not friends. Selena's just kind of saying, I mean, we kind of are just family, and we don't really know what's going to happen in the future, which I feel like Selena Gomez has always been like the more optimistic of the two. So this is either going to be like a possessed witch or like a cracked porcelain doll witch. Whichever one you want to take. Again, I am not a makeup artist. I don't think I said it at the beginning. I'm not a makeup artist. And I don't claim to be one. I just like makeup. And I like doing things with makeup. You know, they learned a lot they grew and learned a lot as individuals, and they tried to have their paths go with each other all the time, but you know, it just kept bouncing back at them. And for whatever reason, they're still not friends. It was really nice to go back and watch those vlogs though, and seeing how happy they were as 14-year-old girls. How optimistic for the world they both were. And I think the thing that really got their friendship was that it was all televised. You know, we all go through little tips and stuff with our friends, but none of it's televised. I think if I was mad at my friend and I was asked 500 times, hey, why are you mad at your friend? Or hey, are you and your friend friends still? I think I would go crazy as well and just not want to talk about that person, or maybe even just not want to be around that person at all, you know? They're not friends, and as of right now, they don't want to be friends. So that's really sad, but hopefully maybe later on in their late 30s, 40s, they can find their way back to each other and just be able to just hang out and have fun, just like they did when they were 14. And cheers to you guys. Cheers to this. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my camera real quick. I'm going to like tease the heck out of my hair, and then we'll see what's happening. By the way, this will be dyed. I realize I haven't dyed it yet, but this will be dyed, and it will look cute eventually. And I'm just not a big hair person. That's what it is. You know what? I'll do that off the screen too. So I'm going to tease my hair, and I'm going to put on lashes. When I come back, you'll see the finished product, and we'll be all good. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Okay, hi guys. So I already put my lashes on, and I added a few more cracks there, or veins. But I just wanted to come on here and ask you guys something. So, one of my friends, when she was like helping me promote my YouTube, she was like, "Oh, look at my friend. You guys can you guys can get ready together and listen to some chisme." And if you don't know, chisme means like gossip in Spanish. And I don't speak Spanish personally, but the word chisme or chismosa has like a really like nostalgic feeling in my heart. Like when I was in high school, I was a really big theater geek, and In the Heights was in town, so my theater teacher took us to go see In the Heights, and one of my friends and I loved it so much we wanted to call ourselves chismosas, because there's a hair salon part, and in the hair salon they talk shit about everybody. So we were like, oh, we do that, so we're chismosas, you know. So we called each other chismosa up until I stopped seeing her, which was in college. We went to the same like community college. It wasn't too far from where we were going to high school at, but even when I saw her, I'd be like, chismosa, and I love it. And so that's kind of what I want to call my subscriber base. Like, I could be like, instead of like chismosa, I could just be like, hey, what's up, mosas? Hey, mosas. I kind of like the hey, mosas, because it also sounds like mimosa, and I really like mimosas. I haven't been to like the mimosa cafe, which is like, they give you like a big old thing of mimosa. I wanted to go this year for my birthday, but, you know, things happened. So, yeah. Ooh, this is kind of giving me like, Sarah Sanderson vibes, where I'm just like, okay. Ooh. So I put on my Hocus Pocus spirit jersey. So this is the finished look. So this is the finished look. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm like, ah. So I hope you like it. I couldn't find a hat. I know we have a hat here somewhere. I just don't know where. And I'm like playing with my hair to make it bigger. I want bigger. Okay. But again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I'm so happy with the content that I'm putting out right now, and I hope that you guys are happy with the content that I'm putting out right now, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. So thank you very much. And again, this is the Possessed Witch look, so there you go. And I got inspiration from a couple different looks that I saw, so I'm not calling this like an original piece. It's definitely not. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.